What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We just wrapped up our matte PPF on another Tesla, and then we got this one in. It's going to be a quick day, hopefully, because we're not doing the windshield. The windshield takes forever. I can pretty much do the sides and rear in the same amount of time it takes to do the windshield. So let's see, it is 11 o'clock, we'll call it. So I'm going to shoot to be done by 1:30. We'll see if that's possible. So let's get started. All right, and we are going to hit the condition button on our plotter because we did a test cut. That way we can cut our pattern out. And there's that nice rear window. Just cutting out the little quarter windows right now. There's always excess on the rear window, so I just cut two. That way if something gets messed up or you don't stick the landing, you get an extra chance. But been doing pretty good. We'll see if we can keep that trend going today. Okay, we got our pattern all cut out on the plotter. We got it lined up. We got it bulk cutted, or rough cutted. So this isn't the actual shape of the window. I just want to leave some excess while I shrink. And then I'll just peel it off on the peel board. So if you're like, hey, I thought tint goes on the inside, it does, but we have to heat shrink the glass. We have to heat shrink the tint to the shape of the glass. Otherwise your interior would start on fire because this is a really hot heat gun. So you can see the kind of fingers shrinking up on this film right here. Pockery right there. And this back window is pretty easy to shrink, especially with the Geoshield. This film's freaking awesome. And now we got a big wet piece of film with glue all over it, so it's super important that we don't touch the interior. That way we don't pick up any contamination. Everything's going well here. We're just getting that top edge aligned. And then I noticed in that corner there's a little bit of excess hanging down. So you kind of see me bump that top edge up just a little bit. There we go. Got that all laid down there. Checking for light gaps, and we are good to go. And I'm just using the tint brush. This just gets all the film touched down to the glass. You can see how those water bubbles kind of get out of there. So this kind of smooths it out, so when you squeegee you don't get any creases. So we're just getting that excess water and the bubbles laid down on the glass here. And now it's squeegee time, so we're just squeegeeing the water bubbles out of the tint here. Checking for any creases, contamination, any of that craziness, but everything on this one looks really good. Just getting all that water and all those bubbles squeegeed right out of there. Being extra careful around those defrosters. Just wrapping up the top here. We are good to go. Now I'm going to use my tri-edge to get the film laid down underneath that third brake light gasket there. And there we go, one rear window, all tinted up. And here's a good video of the back of my head. I am sticking the landing on this quarter window right here. It's kind of tough to see. It's tough to film this spot too. But you can kind of see the bubbles in the film on there. I'm just getting it aligned up. And then I will squeegee it out. And everything came out really good on this rear quarter window. Here's a little view of it so you can see. But again, it's tough to see. This window came out perfect then. On to the rear doors. Go ahead and cut that out. Then we'll have to switch out our film from our 75 to our 20% after this. Nice. And after we get our window film off the plotter, we have to weed the pattern. So I'm just taking the excess off of that huge sheet of film, and then this will give us a perfect shape for our Tesla rear glass windows. So we're just getting that excess off of there, and you can kind of see that window start to take shape there. And there it is, one rear passenger side window. Since this Tesla glass is curved and the window film is flat, here I am doing that shrinking process again to conform that window tint to the shape of this window. So these are called fingers right here. We're just heat shrinking those out. That'll give a curve to the window tint. That way it installs nice and smoothly onto this window. So we hit it with the heat gun, and then we squeegee it down, and then this window tint's perfectly curved. All right, so you can see here we got the door all protected, so no water's getting into that door panel and staining it and ruining electronics and all that stuff. So what I'm gonna do, so I don't have to walk all the way across the car, I'm just gonna do it from the passenger door right here. Everything's super clean. It's really hot today, so I'm gonna use some Insta-Gel on the edges. And I started doing the passenger side windows this way. I've got a lot of Insta-Gel on my fingers and on the window because it's so hot, and that's gonna get any of that contamination squeegeed right out. This window came out great, no contamination, perfect alignment, all that good stuff. And now that we've got the film where we want it, now it's time to squeegee it all out. So I'm squeegeeing that top edge, doing one quick alignment check. The top edge there, everything's looking good. Feeling the film to make sure there's nothing overhanging there. Just getting super precise here, making sure everything's good. And now we're gonna squeegee out the water. This is a soft pass with that orange squeegee. Then I'll come around with the hard pass with my harder blue squeegee. Wet in the window here, and then this should get most of the remaining water out of this rear door window right here. And you can kind of see me holding the film. The film's still kind of wet. I am using gel since it's so hot, so I hold that top edge while I do the squeegee to make sure that the film doesn't move around while I'm using the squeegee. And here we go, one perfect rear door window. And the outside of the window had some water on it from the shrinking process, so I'm just wiping it down so you can see the final product from the outside. Just getting that wiped down here. And here is our final product, a perfectly tinted rear window. And I have tinted hundreds of Teslas, but on this gasket where that mirror is, this is one of the tightest ones I have ever experienced tinting. I had a heck of a time fighting that gasket, trying to get that film in there. It just did not want to slip in. This was a really tight gasket, so you can see me kind of struggling here with the tri-edge to get that film underneath that gasket right there. And man, was this thing tight. But can't panic in this situation. You just gotta finagle the film a little bit. Here I am rolling that up to get everything nice and aligned. Going for a perfect alignment here, trying to just stretch that film like millimeters. I'm not trying to have any gap in the window here. And in the wise words of Borat, great success. We got the film all aligned. So here I am doing my initial squeegee. During that frustration, I couldn't find my orange crush squeegee, so I'm using my white squeegee here I normally use for cleaning, because you have limited time in this hot weather before the film starts tacking up on you. So this is a soft pass just to get the film squeegeed down onto the glass, and then I'll do a second pass that's harder to get most of the remaining water bubbles out of the tint. So see me here, we're going to get everything nice and wet so we can squeegee it with that hard squeegee, get these water bubbles out of there. There we go. I always start with that corner and work the top edge down. And while I'm doing that, I'm looking at the gap too, making sure there's no gap. I did end up filing this top edge, and then on the side a little bit. It was hanging over a little bit because of that gasket, but that's okay. The install is going to look even better with a filed edge here. So all that is nice and squeegeed down, no contamination. We've got ourselves a perfect driver door window right here. And we are all wrapped up with the rear and sides on this 2024 Tesla Model Y. So here is the 20% and the 75 over the factory tint. So you can see those are perfectly matched with each other. So if you want to match the factory tint, you're going to want 20% up front and 75% in the rear. Let's use a tint meter just to confirm everything. Okay, so we got our tint meter all zeroed out. Let's go in the rear window right here. So we're coming in at 97% of infrared heat rejection and 17.1 on the visible light transmission. So this is metering at 17%, 100% UV protection. Let's see what the front door is going to look like. All right. And let's see, we're zeroed out here. 92.7, so 93% infrared heat rejection and 17. So these are perfectly matched. And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next Star Base Wraps video. Thanks for watching.